Wow! Meghan Markle and her spare Prince Harry have struck an amazing new deal with Netflix. Or have they? The delighted Duchess declaring in a carefully worded their work together. So, brilliant! Another 5-year contract worth $100 million, yeah? Oh, no. Wait a minute. It's not quite as lucrative as that.
Meghan Markle is in full-blown meltdown because the one thing she never thought would happen is now on the table. King Charles and Parliament just gave the green light to a move so brutal it could wipe out her entire royal brand overnight. We're talking about stripping her titles, the very foundation of her power in Hollywood. And here's the twist. This isn't tabloid drama. This is real, official, and already in motion.
If you were sucked in by Ms. Markle's gushing announcement, you'd have thought that nothing had changed. So thrilled are Netflix bosses with their royal recruits that they're only too happy to hurl yet more mountains.
So Meghan and Harry proudly announced this shiny new Netflix deal, painting it like a golden ticket. To hear them tell it, you'd think Netflix just handed them another $100 million to sit in Montecito, sipping lattes. But here's the catch. It isn't anything close to that. Insiders say it's basically a watered-down first-look deal. Translation? Netflix is saying, we'll consider your ideas, but don't expect a blank check. And yet, Meghan's team pushed it like she had conquered Hollywood again. Classic Meghan move. Turn a small win into a royal-level victory parade. Kind of like when Harry said he wanted privacy and then signed up for a Netflix docuseries. Privacy, but make it premium content, right? But while Meghan was busy spinning headlines, the real storm was forming thousands of miles away in London. And this time, no clever press release could save her. Behind the scenes, the House of Lords dropped a bombshell. A formal petition to strip Meghan of her royal titles. And here's the shocking part. King Charles didn't object. In monarchy speak, silence is consent. By saying nothing, Charles said everything. This wasn't gossip from tabloids or whispers from royal insiders. This was the establishment itself moving to cut her off. Imagine building your entire brand around being a duchess, only to find out the crown can pull the plug whenever it feels like it. Brutal. And let's be honest, Meghan's Hollywood deals don't sell because of her acting. Without the title, she's just another ex-actress in Los Angeles. Without the Duchess of Sussex label, does anyone really want another Meghan lifestyle podcast? Even Spotify did. What makes this move nuclear is that stripping titles is almost unheard of. The monarchy only does it in extreme cases. The last time Britain saw something this dramatic was when Edward VIII gave up the throne for Wallis Simpson. And now, Meghan Markle is in that same conversation. Here's the raw truth. Meghan's titles aren't just fancy words on paper. They are the currency behind her entire empire. Every Netflix deal, every PR stunt, every magazine cover. Those happened because she wasn't just Meghan Markle from Suits, she was Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. That brand is priceless. Without those titles, her contracts could lose value overnight. The Duchess label is what makes her marketable. Strip it away and she's competing with every other Hollywood personality trying to stay relevant. And let's be real. Does Meghan really think she can outshine the Kardashians on her charisma alone? Good luck with that. The monarchy knows this. That's why this move is devastating. It doesn't just bruise her ego. It threatens her entire business model. For Meghan, losing the Duchess brand isn't symbolic. It's existential. And if you think this is just about paperwork, think again. The monarchy rarely strips titles. The last time it happened on this scale was when a king gave up his throne for love. Meghan's name now sits in the same sentence as one of the biggest royal scandals in history. That's not prestige. That's humiliation. What makes this even more brutal is how the monarchy played the long game. For years, Meghan and Harry launched attack after attack. Oprah interviews, Netflix documentaries, tell-all books, always portraying themselves as victims. And what did the crown do? Nothing. Absolute silence. But here's the genius. Silence became their weapon. By waiting, the monarchy let Meghan dig her own hole. Every PR stunt, every headline, every sob story, made her look more reckless. And now, when the crown finally moved, it looked measured, calm, and completely justified. Charles didn't need to slam his fist on the table. He just had to raise no objection. And with that one quiet act, Meghan's world started to crumble. No big speech, no drama, just a royal shrug that said enough. Meanwhile, Meghan's carefully staged PR machine in California looked chaotic in comparison. She was spinning, raging, desperate to control the narrative. The royals, on the other hand, looked dignified. And in a PR war, the one who looks calmer always wins.
Now, before we do discuss all of this, here is the promotional video for the second series of With Love, Meghan, You Have Been Warned.
So comforting.
Very comforting.
Often what I want to make are things I want to share. This looks fantastic.
When news of the petition broke, Meghan's reaction in California was nothing short of volcanic. Sources say she was blindsided, pacing around Montecito, furious that the titles she built her empire on could be ripped away in weeks. Remember, every project she has lined up is branded around the Duchess of Sussex. Without that, her contracts shrink, her PR leverage disappears, and Hollywood suddenly sees less dollar signs. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Meghan had projects ready to launch, deals in the works, all dependent on her royal status. Imagine preparing a big Hollywood pitch and suddenly realizing your best selling point just got deleted. That's Meghan's nightmare right now. One insider described her as absolutely livid, convinced the crown would never dare to take it this far. Turns out, they dared. And now Meghan is stuck watching her carefully crafted Duchess brand face total collapse. Of course, Harry's solution to every crisis seems to be another Netflix documentary about Africa. But let's be honest, no one's buying that storyline anymore. Even Hollywood execs are rolling their eyes. If Meghan thought public sympathy would save her, she was dead wrong. Across Britain, polls show overwhelming support for stripping her titles. Even moderates, who once defended her, are saying enough is enough. Social media lit up instantly. Hashtags like "John stripped the titles," "Plain Meghan," and "No more Duchess" went viral. TikTok users stitched old clips of Meghan lecturing about service, with captions like "Service might be universal, but titles clearly aren't permanent." Savage. Even in the US, where Meghan once enjoyed glowing coverage, the tide has turned. Hollywood commentators now openly ask if she even has a future without royal status. One viral post said it best: "Without the crown, Meghan's just another ex-actress past her prime." And here's where it gets brutal. Memes are flooding Instagram, calling her the Duchess of Debt and her PR Highness. That's the kind of nickname you don't come back from. The internet has spoken, and it isn't siding with Meghan. And then there's Harry, the hapless husband caught in the middle of this royal implosion. While Meghan fumes in California, Harry's left clinging to his Africa projects and preaching about causes that even his own fans say feel hollow now. Without the titles, those Prince Harry documentaries start to look more like awkward vanity projects. His family? Still frozen him out. King Charles hasn't seen Archie or Lilibet in years. William doesn't even pick up the phone. And the British public? They've already written him off as the sulky spare who traded crowns for contracts. Ouch. Even worse, Meghan's meltdown drags Harry down with her. He's stuck with the image of the man who gave up everything only to become Meghan's +1 in Hollywood. Not exactly the heroic role he imagined. Some Brits now joke that Harry went from being a royal to being the assistant to Meghan's assistant. Brutal, but people are saying it. And the real kicker: if Meghan loses her Duchess titles, Harry's standing looks even weaker, because without the Duke and Duchess, they're just Meghan and Harry. And honestly, that brand doesn't sell half as well. This is the part Meghan didn't see coming. Stripping her titles isn't just punishment. It's a total identity crisis. For years, she's built her empire on the illusion of being a royal outsider, cashing in on prestige while rejecting the duties. Now the crown is saying you can't have both. Without the Duchess brand, Meghan isn't a visionary, a leader, or even a Hollywood power player. She's just another celebrity scrambling for relevance in a town full of them. Harsh? Yes. But that's how the industry works. Titles gave her a hook. Without them, what's left? The monarchy is drawing a clear line in the sand. Duty versus exploitation. They let her play Duchess for profit long enough. Now they're cutting her off. And the symbolism is powerful. It shows the crown still has the final word, no matter how loud the Sussex PR machine gets. For Meghan, this isn't just losing a title, it's losing her entire persona. The Duchess brand built her post-royal empire. Take that away, and suddenly she's exposed as exactly what the crown believed all along. Not a royal, not an icon, just another Hollywood player who flew too close to the sun.
Welcome to my beautiful home. What do you mean it's not my fucking home?
So here's the brutal truth. Meghan's meltdown isn't just about losing titles, it's about losing her entire identity. Without the Duchess label, the empire she and Harry built could collapse overnight. And maybe that's why the crown stayed silent for so long. Because they knew one move would bring the whole house down. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think King Charles and Parliament are right to strip Meghan's titles? Or has Meghan already destroyed her brand on her own? And the bigger question without Duchess of Sussex in front of her name, does Meghan Markle even have a future in Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The sharpest, funniest and most savage takes will be featured in the next video. And if you want to stay ahead of every twist in this royal implosion, make sure you hit like, subscribe and tap the bell. Because trust me, the next chapter is going to be even messier than this one.